Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and welcome back for another episode of I Saw It on Pinterest. Today I have picked a pen that is from a little bit French blogspot.com from October of 2022. I don't know if any of you follow her or not, but she makes the most adorable, really vintage, shabby, grungy kind of journals. And she made this particular journal that has lots of different papers that are in French, and she's kind of collaged a cover together. This whole journal is gorgeous, and you can see it by going to her blog spot. It shows pictures of all of the insides and the pages, and it's got a lot of authentic French ephemera on the inside. And it's just a really well put together, pretty journal. I really like her style as far as using the original ephemera, and also tearing and the way she tears, and papers to put them in, and her layouts and so forth. So, I want to make a journal card that is, or a pocket that is similar to what she has done for her cover, and I am going to try and do her pen justice. Thank you, Rhonda, for such a beautiful journal and a beautiful cover, and I am going to see what I can do to replicate this and kind of make it my own at the same time. So, what I have to work with, I do have some of the little paper measuring tape that she used, so I'm gonna use a piece of that. I do have some twine. I'm going to use this envelope for my substrate, just simply because I think it has a nice kind of off-white color, and it's a good sturdy envelope that I can use as a base. And I am probably going to end up making it a pocket to where it's open up here and you can slide a big journaling card in there. But for now, I'm just going to concentrate on getting the front of it collaged. And then I have several French digitals. I don't have a lot of authentic French ephemera. I do have this magazine, which I'm going to use some of that, and I've got a couple of photographs that I think I'm going to use, and these are from Sampool, and they are in French. This one would go down in the pocket, and I think this one I'm going to put on the front. I have a digital come on, Tammy. You can do it. Postcard. And actually, this one is written in French, but it looks like the postcard is actually from another country. But I think it works as far as, you know, the writing. And then, like I said, I have several French digitals that I'm going to layer underneath, and hopefully come up with something that looks okay. So I'm going to take one of these bigger pieces, and these are printed out on newsprint, which I love to print out on just because I think it makes the stuff look older, and I love the way that it feels, and it's not real heavy when you're going to do collage work. So I think I'm going to start with this, and I think I'm going to start with this lower part down here. So if I can find my chair ruler, let's get started and see what we can do as far as piecing together a collage here. Okay, so there's that part. I'm more interested in getting the writing than anything, and I tried to pick pieces that had different colors, but I don't think I was very successful at that. Seems like everything's kind of the same color. Postcard is different. But I don't want it to cover up. My other writing. So I could move this over a little bit. How is everyone? I hope you are doing well. I'm just trying to decide what I'm doing here and what's going to look the best. I just want it to kind of look like haphazard. I'm going to turn this way. Okay, what else do I want to do? I really want something darn it. It's one thing about the newsprint, you have to be really careful when you're ripping it, or it will not rip straight. I'm looking at my at the pen. Here, giving a little bit of, that's gonna get totally covered up. Maybe I do. No, because I really want, oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna rip this down. Rip this a little more narrow. What do I want to put there? Maybe some of this color. Okay, let's start with that. And then see what else we want to do. So I'm going to put the glue stick on the envelope. going to intentionally leave some of these edges up and ink those. Sorry I'm being so quiet. Concentrating. Just get these down. Try to crumple this up without tearing it up. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. Now she has, I feel like there needs to be another piece right there though. Let's do this one like that. You can see how well this newsprint will wrinkle. And that's another reason I really like to use it, because you can really get some kind of wrinkly, aged up look. To it. I'm trying to get to where I don't like how that's misstamped, that one right there. So I'll use it eventually, but I'm gonna put mine in a different spot, because I think if I put it up at the top like she had hers, my paper up there is darker and you won't be able to see it as well. And now this is all gonna come unrolled because I couldn't take that one piece off the end. Okay, I'll set this over here and deal with that later. So I think I'm gonna put mine down here to where there's more of a contrast in the paper. And straight would be nice. Alright, now let's do some inking and see if we can get a little bit of age on here. So I'm going to go all the way around the edges first with Vintage Photo. Just kind of establish my border. And then we will get to the base of the papers and see what we need to do there. Alright, so now if I take my Vintage Photo and I go really lightly, I'm hoping to catch the wrinkles. Bring a little age to those. Need to glue that down right there. A little better. And this right here a little better. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So now let's take our twine, and actually I'm gonna have to do something to the back before I do that, because I have this little thing right here and I need to close it up. So, and I also need to cut just a very little slither off the top up here so that I have my pocket. So I'm going to just barely cut across the top of this to open it up. Like that. Okay. So now I want to take a piece of paper and I think I'll just use, maybe I'll use this. Yep, that'll work. And what I'm going to do, let me cut these edges off first. So I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. Now we can put this on here. And all we're doing for this, because I'm going to glue mine down, the only purpose of me putting something on the back is to handle where the flap used to be that I cut off. And so when I glue this down, I'm going to glue along this line so that I don't glue my pocket shut. Does that make sense? So I'm going to put glue here and then follow the flap around. And I emphasize this because I can't tell you how many times I've glued my pocket shut by putting glue down this side right here. Which I could put it right there. I don't want to put it right there. So right there would be fine. This would be fine. And then up this side. And then, oops, don't put your paper in there. Up under here. Alright, and then make sure we got it upside right. And glue it on there. Boy, that was terrible. Okay. Let me move it. I was trying to say that was terrible. Terribly crooked. Okay. So now what I should have is a pocket here. How's that side? Oh, what did I not? Did I put glue there? I guess I didn't. Sorry guys, this is turning into a disaster. Don't mean it to. There we go. Now I have a pocket. And I need to try and hit my edges here. There we go. So now I have a nice deep pocket for a big journaling card, or for, you know, some other kind of ephemera that you want to put in there. You put a little booklet in there, or, you know, whatever you like. So now let's do, I've got some little French stamps, and I thought we'd put a couple more of those on here, which she did not do, but I would like to do. We've already got the one green one there, and we've also got this little green stamp there. So maybe we do one down here, and I'm keeping them fairly neutral because I don't want to distract from all the crinkles and things that we put in the paper. Not upside down. And then I have a stamp that has, if I can reach it, a postmark on it, and I think I'm gonna put it right there. And I'm gonna use coffee archival. Just to add a little bit more interest. And I do think that I have some French or some signatures that kind of look French. It's not on this one, it's on the other one. That are actually, they're not signatures, that are like handwritten dates. Like this one. Let me put it right here. Okay, now let's take our twine and kind of wrap around it a couple times. I think she did a couple times. Keep it long enough for me to tie a bow. We can always cut it shorter if we need to. that off. And then actually, I think I can put both those photographs behind there. If I can figure out what I did with them. Here they are. So let's scrunch those up a little bit. And we might stamp something down here as well. Grungy, grungy. Cute. Okay, now let's see if I can find those other stamps here. They're in my little basket, but I have moved things around so much. It's not that one. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to clean some of these because they're not staying on the they're not staying on the plastic because I'm a bad stamp mom. I like the words, the lettering on that, but perfume doesn't make very much sense. Let's do this one on one. And then on the other one, let's do this one. And then I'm going to stop you just for 1 second. Sorry about that. My husband stuck his head in the door and I wanted to make sure he was okay. And he's fine. He was just checking to see what I was doing. So, we're good. Okay. So, see a spot I need to ink right here. That's way too white. So, I believe I'm happy with that. And like I said, I will make a journaling card to go down in here when I decide where it's going to go. And I'm thinking I might want to put a little notch in here just so you can tell it's a pocket. I don't want a big one. There we go. Let's ink that. Yeah, I like that. Very cute. And this will probably go in the If Walls Could Talk journal that I'm going to start here very shortly when I finish my little one over here that I'm still working on. But yeah, I think that's real cute. And again, if we go to the original pen, you can see that I definitely took influence from her cover, but mine is a little bit different than hers. Whoops. And again, the blog spot is a little bit French, and she does go through how she has made everything. So I encourage you to check her blog spot out and see what kind of goodness she has going on. She's very talented, and I very much like her work, and I hope that you will check it out. So that's it for today's episode, and I will see you guys back tomorrow for the 50 Stack Challenge 4, which is hosted by Amy at Crafty Cat. It's a great challenge if you haven't jumped in yet. It's very early in this one. I think we're on the 2nd week, and she draws the prompts out on Mondays, and you can find a playlist on her YouTube channel that has all the previous ones in it and so forth. And also you can check out her video to get the instructions, and of course I will restate those tomorrow when I do my prompts for the week. So again, thanks for joining me, and thanks to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you jumping over to watch my channel. And this week has been a bit trying. If you have watched any of my previous videos from this week, you will hear what all I had going on this week. And so I apologize for being a little bit not organized and not clear on my thinking, and I promise it will get better. So thanks, guys, and everybody have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.